Kit Daniels, Infowars.com. I'm here at the French Quarter in New Orleans, Louisiana. I came across what I'd call an Infowars booth. Now, here's the proprietor of that booth. What's your name, sir?
Uncle Sam.
And tell me what brought you to do this.
Well, the inspiration was from Alex Jones. 3 years ago, I built the first prototype of this and didn't know what to expect. I used to work for a newspaper here called the New Orleans Levy. We don't hold anything back. So it's a political satirical rag, and we got up to about 100,000 readers. So I actually had politicians afraid of me here, and I caught the bug. So I was looking at throwing a new curve. I was going, what isn't other people doing, you know? I said, well, I want to take the best that technology has to offer and then bring it out to the streets where revolutions are always fought.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the newspapers back in the Revolutionary War. You know, you had like hundreds of them across the 13 colonies that were speaking freely against King George III. Yeah. And I've even read somewhere that the Thomas Paine, if it wasn't for him, we might not even had a revolution. What do you think about that?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, this is all coming from, I'm a student of history myself. That's why I love the show. And that's where it's all coming from. It's the streets. It's bringing it to the streets. It's trying to connect with people that would not normally see it. This is tacking up the notice on the City Hall.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that, because I read a study recently about communicating with people, and they say that texting people or talking to them through email, it's like the worst way to communicate people. They don't see you as a person, but when you talk to someone, it's a little bit better when you talk to someone on the phone, but even more better than that is when you talk to someone face to face like you're doing right now. I think it's like the study said, it's very more effective. I'm
at the park. This is the square. I want to confront. I'm offering 10-to-1 odds right now. I have a $100 bill I wave around. I say 10-to-1 odds. Was Hillary fired for unethical behavior and lying? Does anybody want to take me up on that? I still got the $100 bill. This is beautiful. I film this stuff. I YouTube it. You know, it's the kinds and the surprises I've had out here, because you never know who you're going to speak to on the streets. I've talked to colonels and cardinals out here. So. And people have to see. I have a group of young black kids coming by tomorrow to help me out. They don't want to see us getting along. They don't want me to see us out here in the middle of the New Orleans with black kids agreeing with Infowars is saying. They don't.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit the George Soros narrative, right? To keep us divided, kind of this whole Machiavellian divide and conquer.
And my end game on this is eventually I want to have 2 TV screens on either side of this, so I can become a hotspot, live stream internet straight to the street. Then I'm parking it in front of City Hall.
So you just mentioned you met colonels and cardinals out here. What kind of other people have you met? What kind of response have you gotten?
You name it. I mean, look who's walking by. I mean, this is bakers and shakers. You else? I mean, waitresses. Welfare, I mean, you name it. This is the streets of New Orleans. Some of the street people come by. It humbles me. Street people, they're homeless and come by. I can't take their money, but they'll put $1 in there, right? It blows my mind. And across the board. What can I say? It's the streets. So today I talked to a captain. Yesterday, I talked to a major. Last week, I talked to another major. I mean, I'm a magnet for military and police. But mostly, I'm talking to police on vacation with their families, which is great, because then they're a little looser. I YouTube these. You can go to my channel and see it. It's Mr. COTO. It's an acronym for Coalition of the Obvious. All right, so it's COTO WordPress. My YouTube channel is Mr. COTO. And that's where you can see a lot of the interviews I do out here, and some of the confrontations. I had someone throw a drink at me today, or at the booth anyway. Laughed. It was a $12 drink. It was their loss.
He's the first here in New Orleans, but he doesn't have to be the only one. You can do something just like this in your own city, your own community. Just even go out and just talk to people, because studies have shown that the most successful people are the ones that are willing to talk to people that don't exactly follow their ideology. You know, if you're going to talk, just sing in the choir, so to speak, you're not going to get anywhere. But if you're going to go out and, you know, try to find common ground with people who may not agree with you at the start, that's when you really are going to start getting somewhere. So once again, it's Kit Daniels, Infowars.com, and check our new YouTube channel, Resistance News.
Globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula, sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by Infowars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfowarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfowarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality at InfowarsLife.com.